this is part 2. I wanted to break them up into 2 different videos. The other piece I wanted to leave was on the Victory channel, Kenneth Copeland's Victory channel. They have made an idol, just like Robin Bullock in the previous video made an idol out of Trump. And one of the particular persons on there, by the name of Kent Christian, I think it is. He spoke on America as being Jezebel, right? So I did a lesson on Jezebel. I want you to go and visit that lesson I did. And I spoke to what the spirit of Jezebel is. But in a nutshell, if you want to know what the spirit of Jezebel is, you read Revelation. I read this in the other video, but basically, in a nutshell, it says, verse 20, Revelation 2:20 says, "Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest the woman Jezebel, which called herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols." Now, if you go back in the story of Jezebel, you will see what Jezebel did, right? She taught the children of Israel not to obey the law, statutes, and commandments. And isn't that what the doctrine of Christianity primarily is? The doctrine of grace, where you can't keep the law, we're not under the law, we're under grace, right? Teaching them not to obey, right? The Messiah said in Matthew 5, he said, "Think not I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. I've come not to destroy it, but to fulfill it," right? Meaning that he didn't come to end it, but he came to fulfill the part in the law pertaining to him, right? And so he says, one jot or one tittle shall not depart. But he said, let's see, I don't want to do a disservice to it, but let's just go to 5. It's Matthew 5. He said, "Think not I've come to destroy the law of prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." So in other words, I didn't come to end it. I came to fulfill the part pertaining to me. Right? We can read that in another session. But the Messiah, when he spoke to the disciples after he resurrected from the dead, he said that he came to fulfill all of things in the Psalms and prophets, right? In the law, the Psalms and the prophets concerning him, right? He didn't come to end the law. He came to fulfill all the things pertaining to the law pertaining to him, right? So he said, "But I say to you," verse 22, this is Matthew 5:22, "that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment," right? Let's see. I missed the part. I want to go up. Verse 19 says, "Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." So that's what the Messiah said. So now the Messiah, the teaching the doctrine of Jezebel is teaching people that you don't have to obey the laws and statutes and commandments. All you have to do is just believe in Jesus. And that's what they teach, isn't it? So the doctrine of Jezebel has nothing to do with makeup, jewelry, earrings, and all of that foolishness that is taught in most evangelical circles. But the so-called white evangelicals have worshipped Donald Trump, have made him an idol, which they have caused their members to fall into the sin of idolatry and adultery and fornication, right? Because they're teaching the children of Israel and all those who consider themselves to be believers in the covenant of Abraham, they're teaching them to disobey the covenant, the commandments that was given to the Heavenly Father, right? I'll leave a link I'll leave a link, I should say, pertaining to the video that prompted me to do this quick video. All right, till the next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.